Today's High Performance Podcast is brought to you by Phegan Digital. It's the only place to track and keep yourself accountable by looking at all of the essential numbers, from buyer appointments, market appraisals and listing appointments, to listings, sales and income, and working in 45-minute sessions. You'll find it all on Phegan Digital.
Welcome to High Performance, the podcast featuring Phegan and Alexander Phillips. Alexander, one of the most important things for any real estate agent is to be able to make sure they've got a ton of momentum. And sometimes when things are starting to slow up a little bit, it can be a bit of a challenge. And as we get to this point in the year through December, that agents are kind of looking for work that they can go and do. And one of the things that I do with my team is I write out a little heading called Great Work. And it's just a list of things that they can do to keep themselves busy and productive, but to keep the business moving forward, even if we might not be client facing as we head into Christmas. What are some of your favourites of what you're getting Prue to do inside of the business at an operational level, of what you're getting your sales team to do, as we go through this last little bit before we get to Christmas?
Josh, it's a good time you've said this. We're actually sitting down tomorrow morning as a team for now and just working out what we do to keep really high volumes of momentum through to the end of the year, obviously for the next 3 or 4 weeks. As you can feel the vibe in the office, the general economic environment, everything's sort of slowing down a lot. So what do you do to make sure that what you're actually in the office each day is actually giving you something to look forward to or get you ready for next year? So we're sending out a new card for the whole of the eastern suburbs we've done this year, which is our record-breaking sales. We've done 33 record sales, as in street records, building records, suburb records. So that's something a little bit different that we've done. An end-of-year letter, end-of-year pamphlet, ramping up social media, making sure that all the guys are also doing the past client calls. So me being in the office each day doing 40 past client calls is enough to keep the energy going, because I'm in there going, I've only got 10 calls to go, I've only got 5 calls to go, and then I hit my 40 calls, I'm out of there. But it's making sure that your productivity, you don't need to be in the office like we do at 6:30 until like 5:30. Like tomorrow I'll get in at 8:30 and leave at 4. But those hours that have been shrunk, it's 100%. It's not like 80% from your 60% like most agents are doing. So I think for anyone that's out there that's sort of trying to work out what to do, it's planning for next year, planning holidays, it's going through all your past clients, going through all your hot sellers, all your appraisals, targeting expired listings, cleaning out your database, calling everyone that bought through you this year to thank them, call everyone that sold through you this year to thank them. I'm even going back to 10 years ago, printing out a spreadsheet of all the sales we did 10 years ago to call them and say, it's your 10-year anniversary. Just a little thing. We can keep really busy till the end of the year, and I think that great work will, it's not necessarily trying to get something out of each phone call, but making sure that they remember you.
Yeah, this is a great conversation. Like, let's go and review every single one of your templates. So it's a template SMS we send after an open home. What's the actual proposal look like if we do have to send one to a client? What are we doing when we go for our bigger proposals? Make sure that everything's just like super clean. Go back through everything that you've done on social. What could you do to improve that? The quality of your videos. Start to think about what next year is actually going to look like, and get a bit of a marketing plan on what you're going to do for yourselves as an agent next year. Like, you've experimented a lot more with social this year than you have in previous years, but at the same time too, you've never hassled as much on the phones to actually get buyers to properties and to get offers on them. So thinking very differently about how you can go to train the team. The other key thing here is that from a retention point of view, sitting down with every one of your people and go, hey, how have you gone this year? What have been some of the great things that you've actually achieved? And where are some blind spots or maybe some skills that you could improve for next year? And let's get really clear on your trajectory on what we're going to be doing, whether or not we're going to push you a bit more into houses or slightly increase your average sale price or get your volume of transactions up or slightly try to improve how you actually present fees so you can charge more in the lounge room. They're really important strategic conversations, because if your team is feeling the love from you, they're more likely to actually stay inside of the business. Now, Alex, a big one for us. A lot of agents are planning for next year. Thoughts, when is your first lot of open for inspections? Are you starting on January 4, 11, 18?
11th, yeah.
So the 11th is literally going to be there. The 11th, the 18th, the 25th. I'm assuming the first major auction Saturday for the gun agents is going to be maybe February 1 and potentially then February 8.
Yeah, I think ours will be February 8 or 15th. Yeah.
So this is an important conversation, because you want to get your team back doing opens as much as possible to meet more buyers, to start that flywheel of momentum and start getting a few more boards up and flags out and sold stickers applied, right?
All of our team are finishing on the 13th of December, which is quite, I'd say, early for most, but we're starting early. But they're still going to have 3 or 4 weeks off. off. So, we'll be coming back hopefully to, a number of good listings.
And that's the number one thing, like get that plan for how many you actually want to sell for the balance of this year, how many you actually want to list for the start of next year, and absolutely focus in on that. Once you've done that, you can go on holidays because it's all about results in this business, not based on time. Alex, from that perspective, it's been awesome to spend another year with you on the High Performance Podcast.
Looking forward to another year.
Thanks, man.
Bye.